During a break, Robert Russell told me that his job is a lot easier than when he began, because people know what TV directors want from reality these days. Asked whether women come on to him at castings, he admitted that at the beginning of the reality dating craze, all these hot girls would just do anything to get on the dating shows. Seriously, anything. Before adding that no one wanted to know about these shows when they started, and he often cast people he saw on the street. He then chuckled, as though recalling a quaint and distant past. But now, people don't just want to be on reality TV, they have their own reality show going on in their head. A smile. I didn't hear anything to prepare Jess Zano for the trials of Glam God with Vivica A. Fox, a VH1 reality show that dumped 12 stylists in one house. She'd been presenting on the Style Network for the previous few years. But the 10 grand gigs hosting parties for product launches had gone the way of the economy. So when VH1 came to her with Glam God, she saw a chance to get back in the mouths of the people who make the decisions. And so she took it. Regret hit her like a Siberian wind. Contestants were placed in a hotel without magazines, books, music, phones, computers, or televisions, with personal assistants stationed outside their doors to keep them isolated, and food strictly rationed. All you could do was lie on your bed churning until the show was ready to start, and you came out of the box like an effing tiger, ready to kill someone. In the house there was one small rubbish bin, and nobody to clean. There was one bathroom with no door and stage lights programmed to stay on until the last person went to sleep. And there was always at least one of the drama queen stylist contestants up causing havoc or grating nerves. The producers would wake you at 4 a.m. to do an interview and make sure there wasn't enough food so you had to fight for it, with cigarettes and alcohol plentiful and nowhere to exercise, all in the company of people chosen to rub you the wrong way, with whom you had nothing in common except that they were desperate to be on television too. In effect, contestants had been dumped into the life of Kanye West. A tough gig even for him. Zano reached episode 6 of The Stylist Wars, having made a point of involving herself in conversations that would get camera time and be sympathetic. But the job made her so sick that when I got out I was like, I need my mom, to literally go into the fetal position and reevaluate my entire life. It was retarded. I felt like I needed rehab afterwards. Which would be a great idea for another show, I say. Reality rehab. Perfectly circular. God, that's a great idea. No, seriously, that's a great idea. I'm already on the phone to Robert Russell. But here's the thing. We're talking about Jess's post-pseudo career, with me asking whether she still enjoys the TV work and her replying, I don't know what to enjoy anymore. I went right from pseudo onto television, right from television out to LA, to big television, and created a sort of pseudo-celebrity for myself. But after the reality show and seeing all these people being so ugly for the sake of fame, I just felt, I don't want that anymore. So, who am I then? What does that make me? I mean, I'm like a style expert? But I've never styled anybody in my life. And her voice trails off. I follow her eyes to the door. Speaking of reality television, she breathes. Such a familiar scene for me. A man with a video camera. Another with a boom microphone and headphones. 3 young women and a 4th, slightly older, sashaying into the diner and back towards the kitchen. These girls are doing some type of reality show. What? How can you tell? I ask. Because they don't look like superstars. They just look like regular people. And that on-the-fly crew? See how they're hanging back like they're not involved? And yet they're following the 3 girls. She goes over and comes back, nodding. Then sits down and laughs wildly, her brown eyes widening. She looks away into the distance and shakes her head. Reality, unreality, virtuality. Where am I again? Oh yeah. Across town, asking the affable V. Owen Bush to explain the immersive pull of Josh's parties. With him saying, it wasn't just the events. It was Josh's world in general. It was like an alternative reality. There was a kind of reality distortion field around him and everything he was doing. And people would get kind of addicted to that and want to stay in it all the time. Asking Bush whether he thinks Josh believes the narrative theosophy he's woven around Gilligan and the DMT-inspired ticklers, expecting a laugh and indulgent shake of the head, but getting, oh, I think he believes it.